Hi, do you want to learn how to cut your illusion netting so that you have the perfect edge every time? I'm here to show you why I do not use scissors to cut my illusion netting. So to get started, I have all the supplies in the description below, and we can just dive on in on how to cut your netting without scissors. Here are the supplies that you will need for cutting your veil today. It's going to be illusion netting. I have a 108-inch width, and I have a rotary cutter. I have my yardstick, and these are curved rulers. All right, I'm going to start by just showing you why I don't use scissors. And the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm just going to cut the edge here, an inch off of here, just to kind of show you the difference between a cut from the scissors and a cut without. And then we're going to cut a fingertip length veil. Now, for the most part, that looks nice and straight, right? But what you can see is it's not straight. And if we're going to do a cut edge veil, which is basically what you're going to do if you do not put like ribbon edge or pencil edge or cording edge on there, this is just not going to work. You could obviously do scissors and then put lace on, but if you want a nice clean cut, here's how I do it. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to start by measuring out a fingertip, which is about a 42-inch veil. All right, I have it all laid out. We have the yardstick over here. We know that we're going to do a fingertip at 42-inch, and I'm going to do 1 more inch for the gather. So it's going to be a 43-inch cut for this. And I'm using my rotary cutter, and I'm going to come right over here. And what I'm going to do with the yardstick is I'm going to hold that yardstick, and you're going to do the rotary cutter right next to it, putting a good amount of pressure, because even though it is light and airy, it's also very difficult to cut through. And not always. See right here, we didn't get a full cut. Do not pull that because it will actually cause it to do a little bit of a snag. So you want to just kind of go like that and release it, and you are done. That is a perfectly beautiful edge. This is what we would call a cut edge. And a cut edge is a veil all in its own. It's where the edge disappears. Very beautiful edge. Most requested edge actually. Okay, I'm going to take this 108-inch width, and I'm going to boil this down to 72-inch. This is 108-inch, it's folded over, and here's the other side of your veil. And how you go about cutting that is quite simple. You just line those edges up. So now I'm taking those two edges, the top and the bottom, or bottom top, it doesn't matter. We don't have anything on a cone yet, and we haven't curved it yet. We're going to do that here in a moment. Now I'm putting those two together, and this is just the side of the veil. And now with these two edges together, I'm going to do a flick. And flicking is something you do a lot in bridal with illusion. It's like the way that everything lines up. So I keep flicking until everything lines up. All right, I'm going to turn it this way now, so I know this is my edge, this is my center. Feels like a lot of craziness is going on, but you just keep working until all of your edges are lined up. So let's line up. This is your top, and this is your bottom. Right now we're cutting the side, and we're actually cutting the width as well. All right, now that we got that lined up, now I'm cutting it at the 36-inch mark because this is doubled over. It'll be 72. Again, using my rotary cutter. And I would save these. These are great for, you know, hats, flyaway veils, little blushers. So keep these. That's like little gold. All right, now we have the side cut. We need to now cut the bottom. This is your top of your bottom of your veil. You're going to fold that over, and you're going to do another flick until that all lines up. Isn't that amazing? All right, now I'm going to turn this direction. This is the bottom of your veil. We have not curved it yet. All right, we've got that all lined up. Now I'm going to cut just a little bit off so that all is straight and beautiful, because again, this is a cut edge veil. And this is going to be your bottom. Now that we have the bottom cut and we have the top cut and the sides are cut and everything is clean and beautiful, we are now going to do a curve. And this is where your little curved rulers come in. Now I eyeball this. I have done so many of them, so I don't really use a curve. I kind of have a curve ingrained in my head. So now get your edge at a nice corner like that. And here are these lovely rulers. You can find these online. They're great. So this is a great example of a nice curve. And all you have to do is go and just find the curve that you want. And keep in mind, when you curve a lot, that's going to give, you know, a different look. If you curve less, that's going to give you a different look. So just kind of play around with the curve to find your signature. Everyone has a different curve cut. I'm just going to eyeball mine, and I'm going to go, basically, I'm going to do a nice curve cut. I don't want it to be too bubbled out. And I'm just going to go, you go about halfway point. Again, don't pull because that'll snag. All right, that's a curve that I would say is perfect. It's not too far out. It's just going up really nice. It's going to gather really pretty. The ribbon's going to look nice on it if I were to do that. This is a cut edge veil, but you get the picture. And that's how you do a fingertip with a cut edge. Now you know how to cut netting like I do. I don't use scissors, and I get a beautiful cut edge. And now, if you want to learn how to put an edge on this veil, or you just want to learn how to do all aspects of veil making, then check out this playlist right here, and it'll show you everything you need to know. Thank you for dropping in. See you later, veil makers.